Hey Leo, this is your mid-June love reading for Venus. Well, Venus obviously because we're all about love today, but Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Oh, I'm going to give a quick disclaimer. I have a terrible cold and a chest infection. I'm going to try my hardest not to cough at any point during this reading, and if you're wearing headphones, I sincerely apologize. If this resonates for you, please hit the like button, please subscribe. Also, another disclaimer, I talk super fast at times when I'm doing readings because I have a massive... already coughed, I'm sorry, I failed. I have a massive spirit team and they sometimes talk all at once. And if I don't get it out, it goes in one ear and out the other. But I hope you're having a great mid-June. So far, Leo, we are halfway through the year. Let's check out your love. Now, I am doing things a little bit differently today. I'm going to see how it works. I am putting out a little spread. I'm trying to get organized. I have a lot of Sagittarius in my chart. Spirit is always on me to get organized. So I'm listening today. Let's see how it goes. Okay. So we have your love life. We have something to be aware of, general advice, what's next, what now, how you feel about your person, and how they feel about you. Okay, so to clarify, as we go through these cards, I'll be using the original Rider-Waite. So, your love life right now, we have Four of Swords in reverse. So communication, and this is coming up in everyone's reading, and I'm wondering if it's because we're in the pre-shadow period of Mercury retrograde. Communication is starting to get a little bit iffy. We are feeling it. Plus, we've got the fiery Sagittarius... See, words. They're hard to get to. The fiery Sagittarius moon coming in. So intuition's coming up. So we're lacking words, but we're getting lots of feelings. This can create a little bit of chaos. It can also, with that Mercury retrograde, things can be taken out of context. We can also go back over things and try and work through situations that we maybe didn't give enough attention to when they first came up. Okay. Oh, 3 come out. Oh, we have, before we even get there, I just want to say this. No matter where this reading goes, we have 2 suns already out. These are the happiest, most cheeriest cards in the tarot deck. So, I'm sorry, Leo. Let's try and get on with this without any more coughing. Now, to clarify the Four of Swords, we have anxiety. Why aren't you sleeping, Leo? You are up at night. You are worried, sick. I feel like the sun in this situation may be that new things have come to light for you, or you're waiting. I feel a lot of waiting. The Knight of Pentacles is very slow movement. So if you're waiting on someone to come back into your life, it's slow. It's very slow. You're not seeing any changes coming at the moment. They haven't, you're like, is this person coming back? Like it was just an argument. And that's what this Four of Swords is. It was just a fight. I think their normal pattern was that you wouldn't have a little bit of communication or there'd be some arguing back and forth. I think you've got radio silence right now, which it's just causing you're just stressed. And I feel like that's for a group of you, they're not even answering your emails. Some of you may even be blocked. I feel like this argument was caused by something that come to light that neither of you were expecting to come out. It just sort of blew out. They are coming back. You will be able to finish this conversation off, this argument off, if this is for people who have been in separation a while as well. They are coming back. The Knight of Pentacles, and you may be dealing with an earth sign, and it's just very slow moving. So when I say earth sign, I'm talking Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So for the group of people I'm speaking to right now, you have just gone through an argument or you're in separation. Okay. let's look at what's going on right now. And we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. This is Gemini energy. So if you may be dealing with a Gemini, this is a lack of bonding, and I'm getting twin flame energy, and which explains the explosiveness of the situation. You may have both been triggered. So we're going to clarify. Oh, well, there we go. We have the Two of Cups and the World. So this is bringing you both into a new cycle. You may have not been aligning with where you needed to be, or you weren't growing enough. Sometimes the universe has this tricky way of coming in and just like separating you, kind of like those kids in school, and when you won't listen and the teacher's like, you're going to sit in this chair, you're going to sit in this chair, and you're going to get your work done. The universe has come in and schooled you. They have moved your seats, they've separated you, and it's time to get your work done. That's what I'm hearing. Oh, so the Death card has come up with this. That's Scorpio energy as well. You may be dealing with a Scorpio. Now, what this is telling me is that there has been a definite separation. If you are wondering where they are because you think it was just a fight, this is a separation. It's also a sign of new beginnings. And like, while this looks very scary, there is a sun, which is these suns we're talking about over here, coming up over the horizon. So this is at some point going to expose itself again, and there will be some movement here. Okay, so now we're going to move into what's coming next, which is coincidentally the sun. There is going to be some movement here. There's going to be some light. And I feel like this is you too, Leo. You're going to start feeling happier about yourself. So whatever it is that got you to the point where you didn't even want communication anymore, you're healing past that. The time is coming. This sun is so happy. Like, look at it. Yeah, the sun's happy, and that's where you're going to get to. Communicating again will also bring this happiness, and it's the sun sign is a 1 and a 9, and you break that down, that makes 10. This is another completion of cycles. The universe isn't out to get you. It is actually moving you in situations that will bring you closer to what you want. Sometimes we have to get uncomfortable, and that's what I'm hearing, Leo. You've been made uncomfortable so you can grow. Also, the Sun card tells me that you're going to, when this situation does happen and you are back into this energy of speaking, that this time you're going to be your real self. You're going to be able to express yourself wholly. Before, I feel like you were very hidden. You were very hidden away from who you truly are, and you kept that hidden from the person you were with, which may have caused problems as well. Not that I'm putting any blame on you, Leo, but I'm just saying sometimes if we aren't our true selves, it can lead the other people to almost feel like they're not getting all of you, which can make a real unjust situation. And then it creates that knock-on effect. So they might not have been giving you all of them either. Now, with this, the Foundation card has come up. This can also mean weddings, marriage, stuff like that. But in this situation, I feel like you're given another chance to step into this, but this time with a strong foundation. You're not going to be navigating your relationship from where it was at before. This reading's got very specific. In the others, we were moving around different types of relationships. Spirit's keeping me really on track with this. So whoever's listening, this message is for you if this is resonating. So there's something to be aware of. During this time of being separated, and this is for singles too, I'm hearing this is for singles too, the 10 of Swords have come up. Beware of people who might be stabbing you in the back. Beware of people coming in who just really want one thing if that's not what you're after. If that's what you want, if you want one thing, then jump into that. That person is for you, for what you need right now. But if you're looking for something to move forward, if you're looking for something to grow, if you want your heart to grow, and the universe is moving you to make sure this happens, so I really would follow this path. Look out for sneaky people. They're going to see you shiny. They're going to see this old smiley sun, and they're going to want a piece of that. They're going to come in and want a piece of that smiliness, and they're going to suck you dry for all you've got. They're going to pick up all your happiness and walk away with it. And you don't want to waste that. Like, this has been a hard growth period for you. You don't want to waste all that growth on someone who's just not going to appreciate it. You want someone who's going to throw a parade every time you walk in the front door. You want someone who's excited to see you. So make sure if you are offering you to somebody else, make sure they're the type of person that is excited to see you. Okay, so now we're moving on to, and that's something that's in your something to be aware of pile. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so in the general advice, the Princess of Wands have come up. Now this is, you're very protective of yourself right now, Leo. There's a big old tiger here and he's holding his heart in his hands. There's a naked lady here. She feels raw. She feels exposed. This growth period for you has not been easy. You're feeling very exposed, very overwhelmed. And this is for couples too. You may have been growing in such a way that your partner's now seeing you in a new light, and it's almost scary. Even though they love you and you love them and everything's fine, exposing yourself like that to anybody is scary. Standing naked in front of a tiger is scary, and that's what you're going through right now, Leo. And you're holding what you have, your little heart, or your big heart. You've got a big heart, Leo, and you're holding it tight. This is in your general advice. So what I'm getting from this is, as you can see, naked or not, she is creating right now. She is painting the sky in the most beautiful stripes and colors. That's what I'm getting for you, Leo. Even though you feel naked and raw, use that to your advantage. Up with that came the moon. So it's time to, you may be, I've got a sneeze that's stuck. You may be dealing with a Cancer, so I'm seeing this naked lady and I'm seeing these dogs howling at the moon, and I'm coming back into that Sagittarius full moon. I think this is going to be a very spiritual time for you, Leo. During this time, it won't even be about love. On the night of the full moon, I feel like you're going to be dancing naked, howling at the moon. It's going to really bring out that lion in you. You're going to be roaring, not even towards love or anything, just really primal. This is your time to be you, Leo. I want to clarify that with one more, and then we're going to move on to how you feel about the person that is on your mind during this reading and how that person feels about you. But we're going to use a fresh deck for that. Spirit is letting me know. Okay. So the general advice is the Ten of Pentacles. While you're in this gorgeous Leo energy, start focusing on you. Now, this is the card of connection, happy families, abundance, all those type of things. So this is beautiful. Your general advice is saying things are going to get abundant for you. You haven't been through this rough time for nothing. Take a sigh of relief. Things will start getting better. I see this woman, she's like walking past this man, she's almost looking back at him like, oh, who's that? You know? I feel like you're going to be looking back on people that you may have been with and maybe seeing them for who they were. Like, I'm seeing these dogs here, they're loyal. They're still there with them. Like, there is someone that maybe you missed things. This is for singles, I'm hearing. There may be someone that you were with and you were friends. There's a situation, there's a person, spirit, 1 second, who may have been everything you wanted, but you weren't in the place to be able to appreciate it at the time, or you didn't want anything from anyone at that time. Mercury retrograde, it's the time to go back over these situations and reevaluate them and see what comes up for you. What is it that's going on for you that you need to know from those situations? You don't need to really worry about who that is. The universe will lead that person, or they will come up in your mind. Okay, so Leo, how you feel about them? The Tower's reversed. Okay, well, first off, the card that we're clarifying, see, this is why I need to get organized. This is Virgo energy, so you may be dealing with a Virgo as well. It's the Five of Cups reversed. Now, the Five of Cups this way is heartache. It's grieving. It's just hurt. Now, when you think of that person, they may have in the past caused that, or may have caused that. So like you may be seeing a situation where the relationship got to the point where you were both heartbroken. I'm not even seeing that it was one or the other. I feel like we're going back into this lover's energy, this twin flame energy, and it's just part and parcel of what it was. Like there's nobody to blame here. This is part of the cycle. The Tower is reversed, which is, the Tower hasn't come up in any of my readings yet, and I was hoping I'd get through without it, but this is the best case scenario because it's reversed. The drama has ended. It's already burnt to the ground and it's ready to be rebuilt, and we're going back into those foundations, and when you rebuild them, it will be with a stronger foundation. Now we're going to find out. So you feel optimistic. A card flipped here. You feel optimistic about the situation. The world. It's those cycles. It is those cycles. The cycles have ended, and it keeps coming up. The universe wants you to know that this isn't just some crap fest that you're dealing with, that it's the end of cycles. And the card that we were, this is how they feel about you. It's the Six of Swords. They're still a little spicy about everything that went on because the Six of Swords is reversed. Normally that's the calm after the storm for me. They're kind of still in that storm. They're hurt. They're very hurt. Whether it's your fault, their fault, it does not matter. This person is still hurting. They've still got healing to do from this situation. But the world tells me that this is part of their karmic path as well. Like they're letting go of things that not necessarily came from you. It triggered things that may have came up from the situation that they're dealing with from their past and their own hurts they have to deal with. Spirits tell me we need one more card on this. The good news about this person is they're very eager. Oh, Leo. They're very eager to do this. They're very eager to heal and do all those things. You're dealing with someone who either are spiritual or understand growth cycles or even just run with them, or they're about to be. They're about to be waking up to this new found world that before never existed to them. So they may be that they may have dismissed these things in the past as being rubbish or whatever, but something's going to come in, blow their mind, and they're going to head off on this new cycle. They're going to awaken, as the words say, which leads to the Ten of Cups. Look at their look at them joining hands with their cup with the rainbow coming out of it, and all their little cups lined up in a row. Everything is harmonious. Was this your reading that had the... No, it was. I thought it was the Nine of Cups that had come up in your reading. That's the 10th cup. They're all there. And you're joined forces. It's good. That's what it is, Leo. It's good. This situation you went through is all good. Now we're on the 9 of rods here, and what that tells me and what the end of this message is going to be. And actually, before we do that, we might jump into some stuff for singles quickly too, if you have managed to get through this whole thing. And all this stuff goes for couples as well. So if you aren't in separation but you've got this chaos going on, this all relates to you too. Do not think that these messages that are just derived for singles or separated. The 9 of rods tells me that you are on that last leg. You have been, and you're weary and you're tired and you're broken and you're bruised and you're waiting to be this happy son. The 9 of, whenever I see the 9 of rods, it tells me just fight that last little bit, because I promise something good's coming your way, and it is the sun. It's shown here. And if we can trust anything, we can trust what the cards are saying, and that's where I go with it. So if you can trust anything from this reading, please trust that if you just fight this last leg, everything you need is coming for you. Now we're going to pull a romance card 4, and we're going to start with singles. And see what is coming out for you. Healing family issues. So you might be single right now, and it might be for good reason that you have your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So what that's telling me is ancestral stuff. So you might be going through cycles now of releasing, and you may even just be you might be enjoying being single right now. while you're still keeping an eye out for a partner, you are actually kind of grateful in a way that you have this time to heal and release without having to then navigate someone else's feelings while you're doing it. Good news about healing is when we do that, we attract in goodness to our lives. We create space to be able to hold more things, and generally that is new love. Okay, this next one is for couples. One more shuffle. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So what that's telling me is just speak up. Speak up. Add a little fun, especially if you've been going through these calming cycles with your partner, especially if you've been growing together and doing the hard yards together. It's date night time, okay? And this is for people in separation. This one. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. So if this person does come back, or you decide to step towards this person, you have to give it. Sorry, this card always makes me laugh. She's got the funniest, cutest 80s hair and blue eyeshadow. It's like a Mills and Boons cover. The cards are great. Some of the artwork is a little less than desirable. All depends on what you like. Anyway, back on track. What I'm saying is, if you're going to step into it with this Four of Wands energy, giving it your all, and learning and taking the lessons you've learned and bringing those into your relationship. Spirit's telling me to pull one more overall energy card that someone here needs to hear it, and it's free yourself. It's time to take control back of your life. So if there's someone out there that is unsure about their relationship and they've been going through this rocky time, Spirit's telling me, set yourself free. I'm getting a real horse vibe, and there's a unicorn on here, but I'm getting a horse vibe of just like this being imprisoned almost, and then just taking off and running. So if you've got to the point where you can't fix your relationship, Leo, and it's feeling toxic, then it's time to free yourself of that relationship. This isn't for everyone. That specific message at the end, the person listening to this knows who that is. Okay, Leo, I love you so much. If this resonated for you, please hit the like button. I hope I wasn't too fluish and my voice wasn't too overwhelming with my croaky, coffee, sneezy voice. I love you all. I'll see you all soon. Mwah.